Thank you, House Chair. House Chair, this judgment was passed by the Constitutional Court on the 4th of December 2020, where the court held that the provisions of the Act, that is the Correctional Services Act, were unconstitutionally invalid because they failed to provide adequate level of independence to the Judicial Inspectorate for Correctional Services, that's JICS. Now, I'm sure we'll all agree that it is crucial for JICS to enjoy independence to enable to do its work efficiently and correctly, and that is oversight over correctional services facilities. The court gave Parliament until the 4th of December 2022 to pass the amending legislation. And because of various delays, as pointed out by the other speakers, this could not be achieved, and an extension was requested from the Constitutional Court until the 4th of December 2023 this year. Only on the 2nd of June of this year was this bill tabled before Parliament and introduced to the committee for consideration. That is 3 years after the judgment. Now, this is an issue which the ACDP and many others in the majority party as well have been raising as a concern in this Parliament. The time delays for the executive to present legislation to Parliament when there is Constitutional Court judgments and when there are extensions having to be requested by the executive. One must bear in mind that the orders are granted against Parliament, and it is often places Parliament in a very difficult position when it comes to finalizing legislation. This piece of legislation, which we're considering today, has to be considered by this House, has to then go to the NCOP, and then the President needs to consider it before the 4th of December, which does not give, in our view, sufficient time. However, in view of the fact that it does bring a level of independence to JICS, it is very important that we as the committee and all of us support the bill as introduced, but we do urge the ministry to introduce the related Judicial Inspectorate for Correctional Services bill, which will deal in greater detail with the independence and the funding of the JICS as is required. So this, in our view, is an interim bill to meet the Constitutional Court deadline, and the ACDP will support this bill. I thank you.
Thank you.